I'm not gonna waste your time in this video going over the obvious protein foods, the chicken, beef, pork, fish, shellfish, seitan, tempeh, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein powders. Instead, I wanna highlight all the foods we often don't think about that are higher in protein and can be great ways to increase our intake while making meals delicious and helping us avoid that protein fatigue we can sometimes suffer from. Not all of these foods may be right for you, but see the opportunity in the options to explore. We have to remember that through diversity, we can see results, get more nutritional benefits, and even enjoy our meals and make those grams really add up. The first two foods I want to mention are both forms of dairy, but not the common ones we go to. Often we think cottage cheese and Greek yogurt as protein-boosting dairy products. But Fairlife milk and some forms of cheese, like Parmesan cheese, can boost our protein intake more than we even realize while making dishes more delicious. And the best part is we can select different options based on our macros even, going higher or lower fat as we need. Fairlife milk is a higher protein milk option and lactose-free if you are about to write off these dairy options that can add 13 grams of protein to your day. It can make delicious smoothies and protein shakes, overnight oatmeals, and even sauces for pasta dishes. It can even be swapped into baked goods to add a protein bump to your favorite dessert to make it more macro-friendly. Cheeses are another great way to add flavor and protein, although you do have to be conscious that many cheeses really pack a fat punch. But the great thing is you can often find lower fat variations and options if you need to hit your macros. Options like Parmesan cheese, Swiss cheese, fat-free feta cheese can all be great ideas. Honestly, things like Parmesan cheese are basically protein salt. It adds a ton of flavor without a huge impact on your macros. And for snacks, things like Babybel cheese can be amazing to grab and go. They can even make for a great snack plate with all natural sliced deli meat, veggies, with even a Greek yogurt dip. A third food that can boost protein easily while adding flavor, and honestly is very similar to Parmesan cheese as it's more of a salt or seasoning, but great if you're plant-based too, is nutritional yeast. You can sprinkle this on almost anything you want to add a cheesy flavor to and bump your protein by 5 to 10 grams. Sprinkle it on popcorn, mix it in a Greek yogurt, season your tofu or chicken with it. Those grams can add up and help us prevent our meals from feeling bland or boring. The fourth and next item I recommend adding to your grocery list to boost your protein intake is non-traditional pastas. Things like chickpea pasta, buckwheat pasta, even brands of mac and cheese like Goodles. Too often we feel that we have to eliminate all carbs from our diet to increase our protein intake. And this ultimately stops us from ever truly making lasting changes because we feel restricted and like we can't enjoy the meals we love. Instead of cutting out pasta, swap your traditional pastas for these higher protein variations. And many even pack in more vitamins and minerals to help. Brands like Goodles are great if you're plant-based and looking to bump protein. They're chock full of amino acids and vegetables. You can have your pasta and hit your protein intake too. And to even combine a few of these tips and make this a killer protein combo, make your pasta sauce with Fairlife milk, chop up some chicken or tempeh to add in that you've seasoned with nutritional yeast, and sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese. My fifth go-to high protein food that honestly has now become a grocery list staple for me is egg whites. I love whole eggs and the yolk has nutritional value. I'm not saying to cut that out, but having just egg whites to add into things can often provide the protein boost we need with no added fat. Egg whites are really easy to hide in dishes without changing the flavor but adding protein. They can be good in stir fries or fried rice. They can be added to an omelet with even a full egg to bump protein. They can also be used to bake your favorite dessert or a breakfast oatmeal bake, lowering the fat of the baked good while keeping protein up. If you're a sweet treat person like me, even using them for a lower calorie meringue cookie can help you stay on track and consistent while getting your fix. They can also be used for savory dishes to make a crepe-like vehicle to roll veggies and hummus in, or even to use as a sandwich wrap. The sixth food, and it can be gotten fresh or frozen, is edamame. Whether you need a quick snack on the go and eat them with just salt or add them to a salad or stir fry, edamame are a great protein boost. One serving, or about 85 grams, gets you 9 grams of protein and adds a great taste and texture to meals. They're easy to combine with other protein sources as well to help you boost protein intake without getting bored just adding another ounce of chicken you have to chew. And edamame can also be blended into a great guacamole or hummus substitute and used on veggies as well. It can even be a great spread for sandwiches to boost your protein. And since sandwiches are an easy, on-the-go meal option, I think it's key we steer into how we like to prep and eat. This makes the seventh food a key staple to add that we often omit from the grocery list: sliced deli meat. Deli meats have gotten a bad rap, but not all sliced deli meat are highly processed bologna. There are natural turkey and chicken slices, great smoked salmon options, and I'd even recommend and add to this list cooked cocktail shrimp as an option. But there are lots of natural pre-cooked and sliced proteins that can be easy to eat on their own as snacks or added to sandwiches and salads. You can add them to omelets or egg cups too to make use of those egg whites as well. They save on meal prep time and are truly portable. Plus, they're very easy to use for family meal prep lunches. Another very portable protein snack that I think is a must-have, especially if you travel a ton for work or you're constantly shuttling kids from activity to activity, is grocery list item number 8, jerky. No refrigeration, and you can leave it in your purse or desk drawer. Jerky is easy to always have on hand and can be in your cabinet when you're in a pinch. But just like deli meat, it's gotten a bad name and demonized as being too high in sodium and processed. However, there are so many all-natural options now, and even plant-based alternative jerkies. You can easily find them from turkey to beef to fish made into jerky. And they're even lower in sodium options as well. But having this item on hand may be just what you need on a busy day to stick with your dietary changes and not go off plan. Too often, when we don't have something macro-friendly easily available, we reach for comfort foods or foods we shouldn't, and then we let one little deviation become 10. So stocking your cabinet with a variety of jerkies and keeping them handy just in case can really help. Pair that with some veggies and Greek yogurt, and you've got a great little snack too that's very high in protein. Item number 9 is a very well-known plant-based protein source, and one I could have listed at the start of the video, but didn't, because I wanted to highlight the different uses it can have, whether you're plant-based or not. And this high protein option is tofu. I want to mention tofu as a great grocery list item because it can not only be added to stir fries and fried rices and so much else, even with chicken or beef or shrimp, to prevent protein fatigue and add another flavor and texture, but also because it can be used as a protein source in sweet treats like smoothies and baked goods as well. I see it so often only used by plant-based clients or in savory dishes, so I did want to highlight it more, especially because often when we make dietary changes, we cut out things we love instead of seeing ways to tweak and swap to make things fit. And especially with protein, we can feel more restricted and feel like our desserts have to go. But tofu can be a great way to bump protein and make delicious cakes, mousses, and even ice creams. It can also be a great add to smoothies if you can't have dairy or don't enjoy protein powder. And the 10th and final grocery list item I want to mention to help you boost your protein is hemp seeds. I want to mention hemp seeds because they're often underutilized compared to chia or flax seeds, but with similar benefits. And while we may be focused on boosting protein, we also want to get in all the nutrient diversity we can. And hemp seeds are a great way to boost those micros and pack in a lot of antioxidants. They can be sprinkled in salads, made into pestos, or even added to smoothies. They're a great alternative to chia or flax seeds with more protein per tablespoon. And like with all of these items, they can help us add flavor to meals and boost our protein without dishes becoming bland or boring or getting that protein fatigue. Even just picking 1 or 2 of these items to add to your grocery list can help you start to increase your protein intake this week. I'd love to hear your ideas to even combine a few of these for amazing protein-packed snacks and dishes in the comments, and I'll share a few of my favorite recipes there as well.